Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to lesson 10 of our Arabic alphabet series. And today we're learning the letter Ra, the 10th letter in the Arabic alphabet. This is the letter Ra, and it's just a small curved line that looks almost like a little banana, right? And it's written like this. So we just start from the top. We draw this little curved line that's in the shape of a banana. And there you have the letter Ra. In Arabic, the letter Ra represents the sound R, R, R. Similar to the R sound in English, but it's a rolled R, right? You're rolling the tip of your tongue at the front top portion of your palate. If you're someone who's proficient in Spanish, this sound might be really easy for you. But for a lot of English speakers, I know for me, it wasn't an easy sound, right? We don't have a direct equivalent of this sound in the English language, right? In the English alphabet. So no worries if you can't get this sound down packed, the first time. It's totally fine, right? Over time, as we practice, this will become easier, inshallah. Now let's see the different forms of the letter Ra when it's written in a word. You can download this Arabic alphabet chart, as well as the worksheets to follow along with me and practice your writing for free using the link below. So we see here on this first line, the Ra in its base form, right? In its isolated form, which we just took a look at. So again, very simple and straightforward. It's just a small curved shape, sort of looks like a banana, right? And again, we don't have this concept of uppercase and lowercase letters in the Arabic alphabet. But if we were to use this analogy, right, we can see that the Ra is a lowercase letter. And we can also see that a portion of this letter goes beneath the bottom line of the lines in this virtual notebook, right? So just pay attention to the placement of these letters. So we don't start the Ra from up here, nor do we start the Ra from here, right? We start the letter Ra from the center here. And again, from the top, we draw this little curved line in the shape of a banana. We start from the top here, draw this little curved line in the shape of a banana, and see how I'm extending this portion here beneath the bottom line here, right? So in relation to an alif, for example, this is how the Ra would look, right? And again, start from the top, draw this curved banana shape, and this is the Ra. Very simple and straightforward. At the beginning of a word, the Ra looks like this, right? Exact same as it is in its base form. And this is because the letter Ra does not connect to letters after it. So it does not connect to letters from the left side. So the letter Ra is written at the beginning of a word in its isolated form, okay, in its base form. And we see that again here. So we start from the top, draw this little curved line in the shape of a banana. And again, don't forget to extend a portion of this curve beneath this bottom line, right? Again, we start from the top, draw this little curved banana shape, extend past this bottom line. One more time, start from the top, draw this little curved banana shape, and again, extend past that bottom line. This is the Ra in its initial form, right, at the beginning of a word. The Ra in its medial form, when it's between two letters, looks like this. And we see this little tail here from the right side, right, which is an indicator to us that the letter Ra connects to letters before it, but not after it, right? So we see the letter Ra looks exactly the same as it does in its base form, or it does at the beginning of a word, except we have this tail here that connects to the letter before it. So it's written like this, right? We start with this little tail portion here, draw straight up, very similar to the Dal, and then down into this curved banana shape, right? Extending past that bottom line. And one more time, we draw this little tail from the right, connecting to the letter before, straight up and down and around into this curved banana type shape. Again, extending past the bottom line here. And one more time, we have this tail, start from here, straight up, down and into this curved banana shape, extending past the bottom line in this particular row. At the end of a word, the letter Ra looks like this, right? So exactly the same as it does in its medial form. And this is because, again, the letter Ra does not connect to letters after it, only letters before it. So in reality, the letter Ra only has two forms. So this should make it easy for us to be able to master the recognition of this letter in each of its different forms. So let's start here again with this tail from the right side, straight up, back down into this curved banana shape, extending past that bottom line, right? One more time, we start with this tail from the right side, connecting to the letter before it, straight up and down into this curved banana-shaped type portion, extending past that bottom line here, okay? And one more time, we start with this tail portion from the right side, connecting to the letter before it, straight up, down into this curved banana-shaped type portion, extending past this bottom line here, right? This is the Ra in all of its different forms. Now let's take a look at how the letter Ra connects to other letters in a word. And we see a very common word here that maybe some of you have heard, right? Rajul, Rajul, a man, right? And we see the letter Ra here in its initial form, right? At the beginning of a word. And notice how it doesn't connect to the letter after it, right? So it remains in its isolated form in this particular word here. Let's take a look at another very common word that maybe some of you have heard. Marhaban, marhaban, a very common greeting in the Arab world that's often translated as hello, right? Welcome. And we can see here that the letter Ra is in its medial form, right? It's between two letters. And notice how it connects to the letter from the right, but it doesn't connect to the letter from the left, right? The letter after it. So these are two key points to really take away from the letter Ra. It never connects to letters after it, only to letters before it. Don't forget to practice writing the letter Ra in all of its different forms, and also try to recognize it in the Quran and other Arabic texts. Join me in the next lesson for the letter Za.